Sorry, forgot to go live and the sun's almost down. I've been on for, doesn't say how long. Doesn't say how long. I've been on here chatting away. Did go for the hike. Didn't get a lot of video or pictures, and I'm just not good with the video. And the pictures, I didn't focus on getting good shots. I didn't frame them up. We were just too busy hiking. And I couldn't go live. It was just too rigorous of a climb and no signal, basically. So I did a video, a live, and showed some of the video and pictures, and then I showed uh, pictures from the convoy I had, and then I showed the camper build and the progression of the decorations and stuff. But they weren't in order. It was something cheesy. I just threw it together. I hope you're not hearing an echo. I turned down the microphone out there. I would have liked to have it up so you could hear the critters, but there's a lot of generators running anyway. The sunrise will be a nice clear view, and I'll be able to come back to the camper and get warm because I have a camp spot on the edge now. In fact, it's the same camp spot I had when Mechanic Eric came and visited last year. Speaking of, I haven't heard from in months. He hasn't streamed in months. I don't know what happened. But I lost a lot of numbers of other people. I think I had that one still. But I heard a couple people got married. I can't even message her. I don't have her number anymore. A little frustrating. When you get a new phone, you kind of lose some of your information. I did a direct transfer, and then I got a list of everybody's number that I do have 3 times. So when somebody calls me, it says so-and-so and 2 others. And I'm like, wow, 3 people calling me at once. So anyway, now I can't remember what I said before I went live and what I said after. But I did a video on the hike with some icky pictures, showed some convoys, showed the camper. I'm going to do one. I have a photo series I'm doing. It's called It's All About Perspective. And what you do is you zoom in on something you would normally not take a picture of, such as a crumpled up piece of trash. You zoom all the way in and you just move the camera around until it sparks your interest, and then you snap the picture. And I think I'm going to do a little short on the pictures I've taken, or a short video. I don't know if it'll be longer than 30 seconds or not, of the ones that I have done, and it would be really interesting to get other people involved. I think it would be really fun. And then I have all my nature pictures. When I do pictures during a hike or during an event, I don't really focus on the photography aspect of it, so I don't get good pictures. It's when I'm aiming at something in particular is when I work on framing it up correctly. Otherwise, I don't frame them up, which is probably why my video is horrible usually. I did get a really dizzy one, and I don't know how I did it. I must have had it recording and not known. But I'm like, how did I even get that one? It looks sideways and upside down. And then I had a video of my pocket, which of course was black and rustly. I deleted that one. It wasn't worth it. There's a good shot of the sun going down right through the trees. I did get a short of a mule deer. He got separated from the rest of the pack. I heard the little deer scream, and then I heard the herd taking off, and I look over and there's this one guy all by himself. He didn't make it. He just sat there and stared at me like, "You're in my way. Where am I to run to?" I haven't checked on the fires, but I don't see a lot of smoke out here. And it looks like the down in the valley is cleared up a little bit. So I think the fires must be out. One of the fires is a place near Flagstaff that I love to go. It was real close to that. I don't know if they were controlled burns. I didn't take the time to look it up. I've been busy running around getting a bunch of bad video. Woohoo! Oh, anyway. I made rice-a-roni for breakfast this morning, and I didn't realize it said Mexican on it. And I'm like, why does this taste so spicy? It was the Mexican version. Didn't leave my tummy feeling so hot, so I won't be getting that one again. But I was really wanting rice-a-roni for breakfast and it didn't pan out. But I did figure out how to get a video of the raven. I just got to leave food out on that table and he'll come down and get it. Now, I don't know about the raccoons or the skunks or anything. I don't really want to leave a bunch of food out and tempt the bear. Although it's pretty busy up here for being midweek. I think people came up early for Memorial Day weekend just to get a spot. I was surprised when I went for a walk this morning and there was a spot on the edge, wide open. And I walked past it, thought, and I'm like, nah, I'm not going to move camp. That's a lot of work. So I go walk down to the campsite, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should. Then I'm like, no, I don't think I will. And I climbed into the camper to not do it. And next thing I know, I'm putting things down on the floor and ready to move the camper. So it's worth it. It really didn't take that much effort to move it. I do like having all the drawers. They're much easier to lay across the floor and stabilize things. It's lighter load. I was able to manually move the camper onto the hitch instead of having to back up a million times. So that panned out. I visited a couple streams today. U-Haul was alive. That was fun. Short, but fun. And I missed Kelly because I was hiking. Her craft challenge is on Saturday. I am, and I have not heard anything from Eric. I texted and didn't get a reply. So I don't know what's up with him. I think he just shut the world out, or he's busy. Maybe he got a new love in his life and he's having a whole new life set up. Who knows? We can only guess what's going on with him. But yeah, I just texted and said, "Are you alive?" I didn't get a response, so maybe not. I don't know. Probably is. I don't know. The last I knew, he had something about moving, and that's it. His streams, he just quit streaming, so I don't know. I have no idea. No problem. I am on Mingus Mountain, which is above Jerome. Yeah, it is. It's one of my favorite camp spots. I have another whole week. I have to leave next Thursday. I have another whole week up here. So I've been doing the sunrises. I missed yesterday morning. I didn't stream at all yesterday. I was way out of sorts. I'm like, I can't even get my words right. I'm staying. So I did not stream yesterday. I didn't hike. I just couldn't seem to get warm either. I had it up to 85 in the camper, and as soon as a breeze hit me, I was like cold. So I don't know. Stuff happens, but ta-da. Yep, I get to go hiking now. I have my hiking buddy has showed up. We went on a hike today down to the 9037. There's an old part of the trail that he's been searching for years, and he finally found it, so we went down it, and it was steep. And then we went up to the new part of the trail and walked up that way. It was just a little easier. But I'd like to go down to Geronimo's cabin, or Jerome's cabin. I don't know what they call it. I thought it was Geronimo, but he's saying this guy was a woodcutter and he used to take the wood down to down the valley to sell it. So now I'm confused, because years back when we went down, they told us it was Geronimo's cabin. So I don't know the real story on it. But anyway, I'm hoping to go there this week. I've got to clean out my truck to take a passenger down, because I'm not going to be hiking it by myself. It's not a good idea. It's pretty hard to find. And any maps you have, they're a mile or two off. So I can't just follow a map. But the cabin is untouched. The cans he opened, he died in it too. They call it a cabin. It looks more like a lean-to that started into a cave. It said he made shoes too. I'm going to have to do a better look around than I did the first time. Get more pictures. But it just reminded me of the basement of our barn, where we stored the turnips and the potatoes and the bobcats lived. Hey, U-Haul. Yeah, he used to be a cobbler and make shoes too. Sold wood to downtown, or down the valley. They said there was a bunch of shoes there. I'm going to have to look around. I don't remember all that. I didn't go all the way in, though, because in our barn, the bobcats lived there, and I'm like, well, maybe that's where the bobcats hang out, the ones that are up here, so I didn't climb in. Might be a little more brave this time, though. But I got a new camp spot. Yay! So I'll be on Prescott. I'm going down the 1st. I'm going to spend the night somewhere down there. And then I'm going to eat at U-Haul's favorite place, Denny's. That's a joke. Because it's a free meal and I'm celebrating my birthday. So I did on my afternoon stream about the hike, I showed the really dizzy sideways upside down video on purpose. Yeah. It's a free meal. Somebody gives me a gift on my birthday, I'm not going to turn it down. I'm going to go eat. I just haven't decided which Denny's. I guess it depends on where I park for the night. I know there's a couple places down there. I don't think you can do the Walmart. There's 3 different Walmarts. There might be one, but I don't know. But there's a couple other places to check out too. So I applied for Camp Host. I didn't hear from them today, but I may hear from them by Friday. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. I may hear from them tomorrow and find out. It's the 2nd of June. That's why I'm going down on the 1st, and I'm actually going to spend the night in town. And then if I don't start camp hosting right away, then I'm going to go to Wilhoit. and see a bunch of friends I made down there and stay there till about the 18th. Then I head into Mesa for a couple doctor's appointments, and I should have had 4 specialists call, and I've only had 2 out of 4 call for tests. And the doctor, I called and told him I didn't get the referrals, and because they ended my telehealth, they won't even give the doctor that message, and I went in person to that appointment. Just doesn't seem right. But they can't give me the results of my blood work unless I go in, which means something showed up. I don't think I told them I've already been diagnosed with liver problems, so that might be it. Anyway, I ain't too worried about it. They're trying to look for a doctor in one of the clinics that'll see me on the 19th and 20th, because the doctor I have only works on Fridays, and I'm not staying in town for 4 or 5 days for 2 appointments. And then I'm headed to Flagstaff because Nurse Stacy from the convoy is going to meet me. I'm so excited. So excited. And then I head back towards Prescott. It might be Mingus. It might be another campground. I don't even know yet. But I'm hitting a big 0. Oh, thank you. I officially have to go get walking poles because I'm an old lady now. Well, an old person. I don't know. I'm an old lady. Never mind. I'm not going there. I always try to say I'm not a lady. I'm still a child, but oh, I know what I'll have. I have these Lara bars. They're 8 real ingredients. They got dates. Let me read the ingredients off. Let's see if I get U-Haul's approval for this one. Let's see. He's really, really picky about it. I am a her, yes. When people say lady, I don't feel like I act like an adult, so I don't know that I like to fight against that term. All right. Where the heck's the ingredients? Here it is. Dates, cashews, almonds, raisins, cinnamon, ginger, allspice, vanilla. Do I win a U-Haul approval for this snack? It's hard to win a U-Haul approval. Very hard. It's non-GMO certified. Cinnamon's really good for you. So are cashews, because they got some fat in. I got the approval. Woohoo! Yay! I guess we're going to watch this person set up camp over there, because they parked right where the sun's setting. Organic. Non-GMO project verified. Healing. Wait, no. I can't read it. Non-GMOproject.com. I like being a her. I'm more of a tomboy type her, but I'm still a her. Yep, I'm eating it. All 190 calories. It's only, how much fat? Only 11% daily fat. It's a good thing I threw all that. Not going to say it, because I'll get in trouble. I didn't eat healthy food at all today, I guess. I had rice-a-roni. It was a Mexican one, and it didn't taste so hot, but I ate it. And then I did my beans and pasta that I do all the time. But I did put extra butter in that. I need to get fat or I start craving sugars. But this is week number 2, so I ran out of the good food. I'm down to a lot of garlic instead of onions. I've got no more cheeses. Macaroni. Yeah, maybe. I did put extra garlic in it too. I should have put extra butter in that. Maybe that would have toned down the horrible flavor. I did not like it. This poor person doesn't know we're watching him set up camp. He moved right into my sunset. What am I to do? Doesn't look like he changed his mind. He's moving. We're lurking. We're creeping on him. He put something back in the trunk. All right. He's going to come over and yell at me for my camera. No, he's going to get water. No, he's putting his tags on. Now I'm watching this guy. What else is there to do? You parked yourself in mid-frame. You can kind of see off the edge there. If you look at the tree that's above the rock, if you look over there, you can see the mountain that's on the other side of the valley. That's interesting. Where do you see my sunrise spot? It's nice. And I'll be able to just set up the camera, come back in and do what I'm doing now. Sit inside where it's nice and warm. And you'll be able to hear the birds better because I won't have to turn down the mic to not get an echo. And then I'm going to do a short on the raven, I hope. I'll put some leftovers out tomorrow when he's out flying around. Just sort of wait in the camper for him. I haven't figured out where the second bench is. I think it's at the site beside me. But I don't want to put my camera at a bench. It's too public. Somebody will walk off with it. Wow, I can see the colors in the mountains. Yep. Smoke died down in the valley. That's good. So I was listening to a live about trolls, and I think what the people who have trolls in their channel a lot all have something in common. They don't want to block people. They're tough on the ospreys there. Oh, I forgot I could do this. There we go. I think that's what they have in common, because the person knows they're not going to get blocked up from the channel. I don't know. I'm drawing some conclusions, though. Just like when you play words online. You make up a bunch of new words. I told him we'd have to write a whole new dictionary and create meanings for all these words we're making up. Yeah, the two ravens that used to dominate up here are called Heckle and Jekyll. One of them died. We don't know if it was Heckle or Jekyll. And he was still up here. I don't know if that's him I'm seeing this year or another bird. But there weren't any other ones that would come up the hill. Those two just dominated the top of the hill. There was more that hung out at the church camp, but those two used to dominate up here. Now there's another one that gets white on. They get the chicks. Oh, yeah. What I haven't seen any of is skunks, thank goodness. But one night, I think I was in this spot. I was sitting at the picnic table painting, and it was getting darker and darker and darker. And I was just sitting there. Next thing I know, I saw this white fluffy thing walking past me. And here it was, the skunk's tail. And you couldn't smell him. He hadn't sprayed in a long time. But the last time I got that close to a skunk, we were in Cedar Point, Ohio. And I had to stay at the campground because I was sick. And I was sitting outside in the lawn chair, just sicker than all heck. And the skunk comes, and he walks up, and I'm just frozen. And he decides to go under the chair and take a nap. I was just praying I didn't get sick, because that would startle him and get me sprayed, and oh my gosh. And when my parents came back, I lied. I'm like, I'm feeling better. Take me, take me. So they took me to Cedar Point. I got sick there too. I just didn't want to be alone with that skunk. Take this out of the bag. There we go. It's a noisy bag. But that was the last time I got close to a skunk until up here. I'm trying to get closer to the mule deer. They come up in the morning. So what I think I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow because I want to do the sunrise from here, is go walk about 4:30 before the sun really starts coming up and sit down at that drop-off or the viewpoint, or even go down to the camp. In fact, they hang out at that church camp when there's no camp in. They hang out towards the evening. I would have had to go there this evening because they'll probably have another group of kids coming in this weekend. So they'll probably have a camp in and the deer only hang out. You know what's really weird? I actually like the smell of skunk. I don't know why. I'm really weird, apparently. Oh, there's a story. When I was in Texas, the guy was fixing the dryer vent in the dark, and he reaches down for the vent and felt something fluffy. So he thought it was the dryer lint or the blanket that got stuck in the dryer hose. And he picks it up, and it's a skunk. And everybody hears him going, whoo, 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 whoo. They can't spray when their legs aren't on the ground, but it's still kind of funny. Could have got sprayed as he dropped it, but I mean, reaching around in the dark and you pull up a skunk instead of torn up blanket from a dryer vent. I wonder what hike I'm doing tomorrow. I know there's one that goes up to the hang glider. I can go up there, and then there's also a geocache one. It's about 1.7 miles downhill. If I clean out the truck, when's the 1st? Thursday. So maybe Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, I can go down to Geronimo's cabin. But it's got to be my truck because the hiking person only has a truck with a camper on it, and he don't want to drive it down. So I've got to clean out my truck seats so we can drive down about 5 miles down the hill, and then we hike over to the cabin. And I don't know if there's a signal there, but I will try really hard to get some good video whether there's a signal or not. They don't spray here unless they get run over. Understandably so. Yeah. I don't even know if they can control that when they're dead. I don't know, but you can't smell them up here, so they're obviously not spraying a lot. It is so green this year. I'm surprised we're seeing anything at all. The mule deer have so much area to cover, but they're still coming around the campgrounds and camps. I think they just like it. Maybe it's shorter grass. That could be it. But I did see some up at the fire tower, too. I got to go up into the fire tower if you guys didn't see that video. It's smaller up there than I thought. For some reason, a couple of years ago, I thought I'd go up there and paint, and I'm like, there just ain't no room up there to paint. And I showed they had the little, I don't know what they're called, the glass things that used to go on the electrical poles. They had 4 of those one on each chair leg, and they have to sit in that chair and lift their legs up and watch for lightning strikes. Because the lightning can strike the tower. So that's why they sit up there with that on the chair legs and with their feet up. It didn't wobble as I was going up. It's sturdier than I thought it was. They're talking about it swaying in the wind, and I'm like, I didn't feel it sway at all. Oh, I keep forgetting to put the chats up there. Because I know there's some people who watch on their TVs and they don't really know how to set up the chats to see it, so I have to show it here. So, MT, I'm pretty sure you haven't heard this yet, unless you haven't talked, but I'm doing a sea to shining sea sunrise on Memorial Day. So from the East Coast to the West Coast, we're going to be streaming the sunrises. I've got to get Mona set up so she can join too and show her memorial garden for veterans that she has growing there every year. And I want to get her in on the action too. But she wants to stream something from her garden to her channel. So if I send her how to get in the StreamYard and then put it to her channel also. So that's what I'm offering. I can get to 10 people. If you're willing to show a sunrise, you can join and stream it to your own channel also. And I can have up to 10 people. And I might have someone over on the very, very East Coast. I have someone from California. And then I have Arizona. But I've got to get like Ohio, maybe Florida. Aruba might do it. She did say for someone to send her a reminder, and I told people they have to remind me to remind her. So we might have a Florida sunrise. And if Mona's on, that would be Missouri, but we need like Ohio, Pennsylvania, maybe Wyoming, Wisconsin area. Yeah. So if you know anybody who streams who's willing to do a sunrise, they can stream it to their own channel also. Yep, she's East Coast, but she's Southern East Coast. The other East Coast person I have is Northern East Coast. Wyoming and Wisconsin aren't close. Yeah, but I mean, we could do both of them. But I messaged Eric and asked if he was still alive. He didn't respond, so I don't think that's going to be an option. I know Polish Agnes is East Coast too, but I don't see her as a morning person, honestly. I'd be surprised if she was a morning person. Is Eric, and I don't know what that. I don't know anything about Eric. The last I seen of his streams was months ago. When I texted, he didn't respond, and I texted yesterday, so I have no idea. Maybe he just got tired of trolls and gave everything up. I don't know what happened. Kind of sad. He was a good friend. What is that emote anyway? You gave up too? I'm not like actively looking to build my channel or anything. I'm just delightfully happy if even one person visits me. So I'm kind of content where I'm at now on it. I mean, it'd be nice if it had an active, booming chat, but you can't see emojis. Because I'm blind, and some emojis I don't know what they are. It says, is Eric, and I can't see what that thing is. Let me put it on my reader, see if I can figure it out. I don't know what that is. I can see that emoji, it's a happy face. But I don't know what that one is. It's not necessarily that I can't see it, it's that I don't know what it is. Maybe he got upset and he won't answer me. I don't know. Maybe his phone died and I don't have his current phone. I have no idea. We can make up stories, but then people would think they were true. So let's not do that. Oh, no, I don't think he is. Why would he be? I did make a comment earlier. I'm sorry, I was joking earlier. No, I don't think he was sick or anything. He's younger than me. I think he'll outlive me. But I have no idea. He's dead on YouTube as far as I know, unless he's on channels I know nothing about. It's not like I stalk him or anything. I have an idea of how to check. Something anyway. Am I stopping my stream by doing that? Did he take the boo? Oh, I highly doubt that. I don't think he would have taken that. I think he just got active in a new life. That's my best guess. This is kind of odd. Oh, there we go. I'm like, what the heck happened to my... I got one place to look and see if I can find anything. But I doubt it. I think he's a pretty private person from what I can tell. What? Nope, the last thing showing up on there was April 24th. There is a new picture of a big camper. Oh, that's not even, that's a long time ago. Nope, no new info there either. There is nothing. You'll know this November in Branson. Do you think he'll go? I mean, he quit streaming and everything. Anyway, if a person doesn't want to be found, you really shouldn't go seeking for him, I guess. My suspicion, if allowed to talk about it, was that that kid from last year is yeah, that's his son. He said that on the stream when he came up and visited last year. Yeah, I'm not going to Branson. I mean, it'd be nice, but I'm not taking a trip for a weekend thing. I don't even know if I'm going to have income. Still waiting. Social Security, my Social Security worker, as they call them, hasn't even bothered to look at the reports. I've called in February, reported the last one in March, still heard nothing. I have no idea what they're planning on doing. They could shut me off permanently. They could shut me down for 4 to 5 months, or they can take 10% out. It's about the only options. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, I think he's a pretty private person. There's not much I could talk about except that his son he had on video here at Mingus, and that's about all I can say. If he wanted people to know more, he would have told them more. But anyway, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun if the convoy did grow, but last year, at the beginning of it, she was telling me the hotels were booked full in the area, and everybody's got to hurry up and make reservations if they want because there was so little rooms left. And then when I saw the crowd, I'm like, do they not have big hotels there, or what's going on? So to take a trip like that with my old vehicle and see only a few people, I don't know. I mean, there's probably more people I could visit in Missouri, but not in November. I would go when it's warm. In fact, I'm thinking of going for the fall to a retreat, not a retreat, a gathering in Missouri for Sukkot. And it's not too far away out of the path of where Mona is, so I could make a stop and see her on the way. But that's an 8-day event alone in itself. I think it's September. And it might be a little chilly, but it was nice last year when I was there. But I don't see myself heading for snow. Which I'm surprised there wasn't snow up here when I came up. Because in Mingus, you can get snow almost all the way till the end of the month. But last year, uh, Sloan said when he came up last year, towards the middle of the month, it was coated in snow up here. When I got up here, it's pretty warm. It was rainy my first few days. I lost track of time. I thought those first few days was a whole week. And I'm like, I only got 7 days left. But now I remember coming up on a Thursday. So now I have officially 7 days left. I did get a disabled pass for the parks, which I could have had years ago and didn't know it. But the forests I get half off. And the pass cost me nothing. So it's only costing me $5 a night to camp up here. Because the normal cost is $10. They were going to raise it last year. There was a sign that said they were going to raise it. And they wanted input on it. Well, it didn't get raised. They were also going to make all these spots on the edge reservation only. But they didn't do either one. And I'm not sure why. Probably because they don't have power and water hookups or anything up here yet. We have to go over to the outhouses, and there's a water spigot there. Which that reminds me, I'm going to have to get some before it's dark. I haven't seen much of Polish Agnes online either, unless she's only on Rumble. Now there's another option. Maybe he went to one of those other venues. Maybe he's on Rumble or whatever the other ones are. We don't know. So I've seen some of her auctions, and I was supposed to look through my storage unit to donate a painting, and she was going to remind me, but she forgot to remind me, and I forgot to do it. Wow. Maybe. I did take a picture of a painting I gave a friend, and I didn't know it was at her place, which surprised me. I did get a picture of it with the iPhone, which has a better camera. I might just do a print and donate that for one of her auctions. All right, have a good night. Yeah, the sun's down. I'm probably going to kill the live here in a few. So I want to get up early and get the sunset. I want to get the camera out there so we could see all the good colors before the sun starts coming up. Before I had to wait till it was light enough to walk around because I couldn't get it off my campsite. So now I can do it right off my campsite. I can go out earlier. But anyway, I'm going to go too. Thank you guys for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have visitors. I've got a wave for Mona. So let me see. Start my camera up. Let's take this off solo layout. Hi, Mona. All right. Bye, guys.